peace. I think I could lay back down in bed, get another hour or two of sleep, probably have a couple more crazy dreams. My hands have been falling asleep as I sleep. That's hard to say or hard to conceive, I guess. But my fingertips are waking up. And it's probably with aging and lack of circulation and whatever, but my fingertips have been falling asleep a lot while I'm sleeping, and I think that causes me to wake up a little bit more often than I should. I wish it wasn't happening, but yeah. So it's time to make the coffee. Good morning, in no way affiliated. How are you? You've been around for a while, in no way affiliated. I appreciate you. You're always, I don't know, a sense of goodness in you. Certainly not a perfection, but a goodness. Again, I go back through these videos and edit them and post, and some of the characters, I think including you, I find myself talking to you a few months prior. So I appreciate what you brought to the show. Good morning, Dennis. How are you? I don't know. I was gonna make the mid-roast. I got out of bed and was planning to, and then I thought, hey, let's use my coffee grinder. Let's make some noise for my live show. So we're gonna make a little noise. Wish this cord was a little longer. This is kind of a, I don't know. Again, wish my hands didn't fall asleep. Wish my cord was a little longer. Doing a lot of bitching and moaning with you guys first thing, aren't I? I had a friend buy me this Wake the Hell Up coffee. I don't know, some time ago. It's ultra caffeinated. I opened it up on Sunday for when I drove my little ones back to Chicago. Honestly, I did not notice any difference. I mean, I didn't fall asleep on the ride, either there or back, so that's a good thing. But I couldn't tell that it was ultra caffeinated. If anybody out there is considering ultra caffeinated coffee, I couldn't notice a difference. Hello there, JV Joe. Screaming Grass says, it's too early. I don't know what it's too early for. For me to have coffee? No, it's not. I'm not going to tell you the time because we haven't, like that. Never sure how much to put in here. Again, I'm just learning. Had a friend of mine send me this coffee grinder and a few bags of coffee beans, so I thought I'd use it this morning. So here we go. I don't know if there's a right amount to do it, or it could be in a super fine powder, or what the story is. Talks about washing this out and washing this out with a damp cloth. I've yet to do it. Kind of nice when you live by yourself. You know what I mean. If there's any dirt in the house, it's your dirt, usually. And you get to set your own rules about how often you need to take a wet towel and wipe off the coffee grounds. I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna be fancy today. Buy my little coffee ground maker, or coffee grinder. I don't know what to do about this. I can't look at this anymore. I cooked up some ground beef in my skillet yesterday. As I talk about a lot, I like to do that a few times a week just to give me random things to eat. And I scraped out the grease with this, and a lot of it was sitting on. My dishes are clean, and I can't put a dirty spatula in there. I'll attend to all this later. Let's focus on the coffee. My show's Coffee with Ken. If I don't focus like a laser, I have to change the name of my show to Cleaning with Ken. Don't clean it. It's the flavor buildup like a cast iron. Don't clean what? The skillet? Oh, believe me, I'm aware that there's supposed to be a flavor buildup on the cast iron skillet. But you don't want me to clean this? Have big grease globs all over it. It was about a tenth of an inch of fat in the bottom of my skillet. Might have been thicker than that. It was this white layer at the bottom of my skillet. And I'll show you what's left. Don't worry, there's plenty of flavor left in this skillet. See that? That's after I've scraped it out. So don't worry, that's more than enough flavor for the skillet. Almost tempted to put my dishes away. Good morning, Michael Lopez. How are you? What am I making? What am I making? I'm making some coffee. That's what I'm making. I'm making the Rocketeer. I love it. It says their mission is spread positive energy. I kind of think that's what my mission is too. Not everybody likes positive energy. I can't do anything about that. I was talking to a guy about a week ago. I was at the gym and I had this guy come up to me and say, "Are you Ken?" I go, "Yes, I am." And we got to talking. He's from this area and he's been watching my show on Instagram, or my videos on Instagram, for some time. And he's about my age. He's been divorced. He's stopped drinking. I think a lot of my stories resonate with the dude. But anyway, we got to talking and whatever. And I ran into him again, was it yesterday morning? And he kind of has watched my story, and I updated him on my employment situation and what have you. And as he was leaving, he goes, "Hey, I've been around for a long time. I know a lot of people in this town. Ideally, what type of work would you be looking for?" And I will tell you what, that's a scary question to me. That's a scary question, because I've done real jobs and felt I did nothing for society, or wasn't contributing to the world, or was just doing it to collect a paycheck, and felt really very little good from doing them. And then I was a realtor for a long time, and I was explaining it to the guy, and he was talking about the real estate market. I was saying, "Well, I've been a realtor. I did this." And he goes, "Well, the real estate market should be good for a while." And I go, "It's not an issue of whether it's good or not, or even necessarily the money. I didn't feel I was making a difference or contributing to the world at all as a realtor or as a stockbroker. Kind of enjoyed working as helping my dad out at his printing store. But my dad doesn't own a printing store anymore. But anyway, so he was leaving the gym and he goes, "So what ideally would you do?" And I told him about some jobs I've had recently, and I told him how I waited tables, how I felt like I was making the world a better place. Waiting tables, just making people smile and laugh and have a good dinner and what have you. So it kind of got me thinking, in a perfect world, what would I do? It would need to make the world a better place. You know, it would need to cover my bills, but I don't have grand dreams about huge amounts of money. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But anyway, it kind of left me thinking. And he said the usual things. My stories resonate. I have a good voice. And I go, wow. Until I figure out something else, I guess I'm going to keep doing my show, Coffee with Ken. So here I am. How often do I have a haircut? Well, I mean, honestly, I didn't shave my head yesterday, but I shaved. I usually shave every day. I ended up taking a bath, I think, I didn't have to work yesterday, so I kind of went and worked out and took care of some things and did some grocery shopping and edited some videos. And by the time I got home, I just took a bath and said I'd take a day off shaving. But I shave every day. Yeah. Love from Jupiter. Hello, beloved members of mankind. But I'll tell you, in the back of my mind yesterday, I was looking forward to reading the Bible. Kind of makes sense. Not necessarily the words in the Bible, but for anyone new, I have, I guess for 8 days now, been reading 2 chapters of from the book of Genesis every night. And it's simple. It's not easy because the words are hard. I'm sure once I dig deeper, the lessons will be hard. I haven't worked since last Thursday. I had my kids this weekend and I had the day off, wasn't scheduled yesterday. And I'll tell you, when you're not working is very simple, at least for me. If I'm productive and I'm put to work and I'm busy, I go. It doesn't matter really what I'm doing. Again, I've stocked shelves, I could dig ditches. Just it kind of gives me an opportunity to shut my brain down and focus on a very simple task. Not an easy task, I mean, depending on what you do for a living, but it's simple. You know, here, do this, move this pile of rocks over there. Okay. And then you go to work. Then you come home and it's over. And the last 4 days I haven't worked, so I've been kind of, I mean, 2 or 3 of the days I was with my kids, and again, to me that's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's that I love on them, I take care of them, I keep them safe, and you know, it can be frustrating, it can be challenging, diapers can get poopy and messes can be made in typical parentdom, but at least it's a task I can fully dedicate myself to. And I think for me, I struggle with the fully dedicating because I either, like if I put my focus in on my work, I can do it and do it constantly. But if I bounce back and forth between fatherhood or parenting and work, it's confusing to me a little bit, and they bump up against each other and the schedules conflict, and my simple little setup gets complicated. But my coffee's almost ready. And then, and only then, can we start my show. This has not been my show. This has just been a prelude to my show. Why am I so early today? Because I woke up. My hands were kind of tingling. I was having a dream of going back to I don't know if it's my 40th or 50th high school reunion. I really didn't recognize anybody. I was wearing a hat, which I didn't like because, I don't know, I think I looked pretty good bald. And I thought because I was wearing a hat, I was hiding something. I don't want to hide anything. I'd rather rock the bald head than cover it up and be insecure. Some guy ran up, also with a bald head, and said, "Hey, were you in this class?" And I go, "Yeah." I think I recognized him, but I really didn't recognize many people. But again, it was just a dream. Everyone looked kind of bored. They were sleeping. Wasn't a really good reunion. So I woke up. And here I am, doing the intro to my show while my coffee brews. Oh, and it's brewing. What mug should I drink the mug of the coffee with Ken? Should I drink one of my gray mugs that came with my plates and bowls I bought? Or should I drink from Opal, the mug that a viewer sent me? Do I have a lot of anxiety in the morning? Oh yeah. Watch the show, Jose. Watch the show. That's what my show's about. I've always struggled with anxiety. I always worry and I'm afraid of everything. Moo. Especially in the morning and at night, because you can't do anything about it. You can't get up and make your coffee, start your show, go to the gym, go to work, whatever. You think about everything. So what mug? You guys didn't say. Well, this one's clean, so I'm gonna let this be clean for a little bit. I just pulled it out of the dishwasher. So if I use it, and it'll immediately go back in the dishwasher and be not available for quite a period till I wash dishes again. You know what I mean? That sucks. I'd rather keep Opal around and have Opal as an option. I don't think my viewer Opal has ever watched since she sent me that mug. How disappointed she must be. She thinks I don't value it. I don't drink from it. I value it so much, I'm almost hoarding it. Here we go. Oh no, I know what I'm always worried about. I don't feel just afraid of the dark or anything like that. Somebody asked me, do I have anxiety over specific things or do I just feel anxious and not know what it's about? Oh no, I know what I'm worried about. I'm worried about everything. Every conversation I had, every decision I made, every job I'm doing, every interaction I have with anybody, any post I make, any comment I make, how much to blow up a balloon, what coffee should I have, should I light a candle, why didn't I light my fireplace? I forgot to light my fireplace, so I'm gonna light my fireplace. Some things, uh-oh, shit, sorry I swore. Tried to turn off something. Some things in life we can control. A lot of stuff in life we can't control. But since I can control whether the fireplace is on or not, I'm going to turn it on. Help you relax a little bit. It's kind of like white noise. Does anybody out there sleep with a fan or what have you? Remember, I lived out in California in the early 90s. And I think I had a Walkman with me. And I was wishing I had like a tape of the ocean, or I'm gonna turn it down a little. Or some sort of sleep audio that I could listen to and just kind of help relax my mind. Tell you, that's a nice thing with technology, is how available that is for you. You know, how many options you have on YouTube. And I really enjoy that, because you wake up and hear some droning, kind of hypnotic music. Michael uses brown noise to sleep. Jason wants to know what my full-time job is. And have I ever been to New Zealand, Cyrus says. No, I've not been to New Zealand. I hear I'm just the spitting image of your prime minister. So maybe if he tunes in, or if enough New Zealanders watch me, I don't know. Maybe he'll send one of his Air New Zealand jets over to the Appleton airport and pick me up, fly me first class. I know they offer cocktails on first class. Sorry, Prime Minister Luxem, I'm not a drinker, but I will take a cup of coffee, please. Yeah. I am so prevalent. What does prevalent mean? Prevalent. That's a word I haven't heard in a while, like always there. Is that what prevalent means? I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, now that we've done the intro, let me have a sip of water. Do I have any hobbies other than the show? Oh yeah. I mean, what do you consider a hobby? Like golf? I mean, I golf. I had a buddy reach out, ask me if I wanted to play this super nice course in Chicago in the next couple weeks. I said, go without me. I'd make a fool of myself on the golf course. Plus, I've got work issues and parenting time issues, but please go without me. I'm sure he was disappointed, but I don't think I'd have any fun playing an ultra premium private course right now. I'd, again, just embarrass myself. I mean, I like to fish. I like to lift weights. I like to go to church. I like to drink coffee and people watch. I like to talk. I like to meet people. I like to watch documentaries. By the way, I got on my account last night, my Prime Video, I think it is, where I watch usually shows before I go to bed. And I've watched so many like World War II or Hitler documentaries over the years. They throw a lot of those up in the selection. I go, I probably know this story. I probably know these people, why it happened, what drugs Hitler was on, and who his photographer was. So I kept flipping and came to a documentary about it's either called The Five Caesars or The Five Emperors, and it was about Rome. And the first episode was about Julius Caesar, and I watched that last night. And I enjoyed it because I didn't really know who Julius Caesar was, or when he was, or what his significance was, or why he was so famous, and why there were other Caesars after him. So I learned a little bit about all of that. Yeah. But anyway, good morning. Do I golf often? No, I've golfed 5 times this year. I used to golf 2 or 3 times a week, and I got fairly okay. I could break 90, but that was kind of the barrier of goodness. If I shot in the mid 80s, I'd feel real good. But now I struggle to break 100. It's frustrating. But I'll tell you this, I thought, because I felt my power was disappearing, and I thought it was from age, and I thought maybe I just can't swing as hard anymore. But I don't think it's that. I think my form got so crappy, and for whatever reason, I started coming over the top more and more, and losing all the power from my swing. And I don't think that's the case. I think my form's just bad, so it could be fixed. And I showed some glimmers of hope and went out a couple times this year and hit the ball better. Not all the way better, but better. Pirate Rob is typing in lines from Julius Caesar. He must really be a fan. Could have watched the documentary with me last night. How he found Cleopatra. How his rivalry with Pompey ended up. It wasn't pretty. But anyway, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. I feel like my show should be over. I haven't even taken a sip. This is Coffee with Ken. It's Tuesday morning. It is September 30th. I don't even know what happened to 2024 or 2025, and we're already 3/4 of the way through 2025. A whole lot happened. A whole lot happened, but it happened, kind of went in a blur. But anyway, it's September 30th at 6:04. This is a show about me talking, a show about me sharing a little bit about the journey I have in life. It's a journey we're all on. There's a lot of similarities. I talk about anxiety or sobriety or relationship issues or fireplaces or documentaries, and it seems to be able to connect with a broader audience than just me. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, it's not just a show about me talking. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee. At least I hope it's hot. I've been flapping my gums for about half an hour. I'm excited to have my first sip, and my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. There's such subtle differences between some coffees. And you have to really be in tune to notice the difference. Again, I talk about it a lot. I've never had it that sensitive of a palate. I eat what's put in front of me, and I don't know, I'm kind of simple that way. Some people really dive into tastes of wine or coffee or whatever, and I've never been that. I can taste differences for sure, but I can't really place them. And again, I had a buddy, I'll go get the bag. I'll go get the bag. The Rocketeer coffee. It says cedar, chocolate chips, and baking spices are the flavors that you should notice. Oh, I never finished my story about the spreading positive energy. I mean, it wasn't a great story, but I met the guy and he asked what I wanted to do if, in a perfect world. I mean, it would need to occupy my mind, but it also need to spread positive energy. I mean, I need to, but in a perfect world it would. I mean, again, if somebody told me to move a pile of rocks all day, I'd probably do it. Figure no need to go to the gym. I could cancel my gym membership. So there'd be a lot of benefits to moving that pile of rocks. I probably want to do that with my shirt off and my skin glistening in the sun. It'd be super sexy. Do I like iced coffees? Yeah, I mean, sure. They taste like milkshakes. I mean, I can pour this coffee over ice and it's, yeah, I mean, yeah. They're usually filled with sugar and sweet and tasty. But I don't often drink them, only if it's really hot and I'm going to Starbucks, I'll get like a venti iced Americano or what have you. But they're not really my thing. Have a good day, Pirate Rob. Oh, but it's Tuesday morning. It's an early start to the day. Still dark out. Did some praying, came out, and there's either a star or a planet that's been hanging out. You can't see it, but believe me, it's out there. It gives me some faith when I see the stars. I've talked about it doing the show for years. There'd be days I was living with my ex-wife and I'd take my dog Holly out to go to the bathroom first thing in the morning. It'd be cold as heck and we'd be out and she'd be peeing and I'd look up and I'd see the stars and I'd say, thank you, God, for the stars. Have I ever set a goal of how many subscribers I want to have? Yeah. I really didn't find it did a whole heck of a lot. I don't think it did a heck of a lot. I think you can control your effort. And for me, I mean, my effort is going live every day. You know, I don't know. The one way I could probably get more subscribers is turn the comments to subscriber only. Yesterday I did that. I picked up 26 subscribers during my show. And if I don't, I might pick up, I don't know, 3 to 10 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. But it's a labor of love, Jose. It's a labor of love. I enjoy it. I like drinking coffee. Currently live by myself. It's a little more challenging when I have my little ones. When I was married, my wife would pop on from time to time. I've had random people show up. Somebody's talking about getting a tattoo. I do not have any tattoos. Do I shave my head? How you have a got a perfect bald, or do you know you are bald? Wow. I mean, I'm certainly aware that I do not have hair on my head. So when you ask me if I know if I'm bald, I don't really know what that means. Yes. But anyway, Jose, I was talking about work and spreading positivity or positive energy, as this coffee bag says. And I think by doing this show, I've helped people stop drinking. I've helped people feel not so alone and okay with mental health issues. And people that are struggling through some things, I think I've helped. And I'll tell you what, that makes me feel really good. Do I still want to be a full-time content creator, or would I rather have a secure day job? I mean, again, I just want to make a difference, and I think this makes a difference. A secure day job, depending on what I'm doing, if it doesn't feel purposeful to me, I don't, other than gaining money, doesn't seem particularly worthwhile. I put a lot of thought into what I do, even working at a low-level job or a high-level job. If it makes a difference, I feel good. And if it doesn't, I don't. Good morning, Todd from Kansas. How are you this morning? I've driven through Kansas just once, I think, on the way back from California. 1991. My girlfriend Jennifer Huey was in the car with me, driving a 240 SX. Nissan, for anyone wondering. Jose asked, what's a job that would actually fulfill me? Or does it exist? Does it not exist? I don't know. That's what I was struggling with when the guy asked me that question. And I thought about it. Maybe teaching, maybe counseling, maybe coaching. Therapist, something like that, where I get to talk to people. Purple. Somebody asked me what would be my favorite color if two homeless dudes snuck into my home, cuddled up to me while I slept. What would be my favorite color? It would still be purple, whether there were two homeless dudes cuddling up to me or not. If the USA has the highest amount of immigrants in the world, why is it so hard to immigrate to the US? Is it hard to immigrate to the US, harder than other countries? Thank you very much. Jose said, like a life coach. I wonder if that job actually exists. Jose, I think I'm doing it. I think what I'm doing here by responding to Pepsi Twist, who asked me a funny question, and B, talking to people about sobriety or mental health or this or that, provides value. And I think in this world, if you provide value, eventually everything else will take care of itself. Yeah, I think this audience is gonna grow. I mean, we don't have a huge audience today. We only have 41 people watching and 18 thumbs up. But I'll tell you what, I woke up during the night a few times and my shorts on YouTube get seen, I don't know, like 200 times every hour. I know there's people out there that have videos that are seen millions and millions of times. But I think I have a spark lit here. And if I keep fanning the flames and paying the bills and going into work and having a good attitude and shaking hands and looking people in the eye and FaceTiming my kids when I can't see them, things will work out just fine. How do I give a thumbs up on YouTube? I don't know. Do you double tap the screen, Lisa Marie? How does Lisa Marie? I hope you are looking to give me a thumbs up. Or you're not just asking me this question so you can go to another live audience, live show, and give them a thumbs up. How do you give a thumbs up on this? How do you give a thumbs up? Somebody answer that. Oh, double tap the screen, Bren says. So please, okay, all right, double tap the screen. Can a salesperson provide value potentially? I think it can. I mean, I'm just thinking, as a realtor, I was a salesperson. As a stockbroker, I was a salesperson. I didn't feel those were particularly value-adding careers. I've looked into car sales. I've interviewed in the last 6 months with a car dealership. That was just me. I didn't tell them how I'd always dreamed of being a car salesman. I went in going, I don't know, do you think I'd be good at this? Apparently, they did not think I'd be good at this because they did not hire me. I think I might have been bored as heck. I think, you know, they keep busy and they follow up and they send emails, but I think that's mostly busy work. I think their opportunities are when people walk on the lot, and their success or failure rate, my guess is how ready are they to jump out of from their desk and go talk to the person that could be just kicking tires. And how bummed is that going to be? And if it was me, those are the moments I'd live for. I don't even care if you're kicking tires. Come and look at this car. Let's talk about the pretty color on it, the pretty red, or, you know, how fast it does 0 to 60, or let's smell the interior. So yeah, I don't think I think the success and failure as a car salesman also at this dealership came down to how many extras you sell. And I wouldn't buy any of the extras that they're trying to sell, so I don't think I would have done particularly well selling them the extended warranty or the, I don't know, stain package or what have you. You thought car sales jobs are always hiring. They just have a lot of people quit. Wonder why they didn't give me a chance. That's weird that they didn't let you try. Well, because I didn't really ask to try, Jose. Yeah, I wasn't sure I wanted to try. I already had a job. I think I was making more at the job I had than I would have made at car sales. And I don't know if they're going to hire anybody, for the record. Did I go to the interview? Yes. Yes, I went to the interview. I think we both determined it wouldn't have been a good match. And I'm okay with that. I don't think it would have been. Yeah. I get a vibe from people, and people probably get a vibe from me. And I think the boss I had at my most recent second job never really liked my vibe. And I think the job I had before that, not everyone, some probably didn't like it, but I think overwhelmingly my vibe was well accepted. Do I feel that way about both jobs or just one? What do you mean? Do I have a workout routine? I mean, it's not that specific, but I'll tell you what. I did mention I went to the gym yesterday. And I joined the YMCA about 4 or 5 weeks ago. It's like 6 minutes that way. And I moved into here in February, and I'd been working out at a Planet Fitness since I moved to Appleton. But I moved in here, and they had a pretty bare bones gym in the basement. I thought I'd just do it. And it was dumbbells, and the heaviest dumbbell was 50 pounds. And I would go down and I'd do a bunch of reps benching 50 pounds. and I started dreading it. I think for me, getting out of the house and going to a gym and seeing some other people working out and having a few different things to work out with, I enjoy. I like getting out of the house. And yesterday, anyway, so I started about 4 or 5 weeks ago after a few weeks off, and I think it's best in life to start small. So the bar was on the bench, and I put on 2 25-pound plates. So I was 95 pounds, and I did that 10 times, and it was really easy, which I expected it to be because it's not a lot of weight. And then I kept adding 20 pounds, and on my 4th or 5th set, whatever it is, got up to 175. Yesterday, for the first time, I added another round of 10 pounds weights, and on my last set, I had 195 pounds, and I benched it once. Probably could have done it twice with the spot. I think I could have. I wasn't going to risk it without a spot. And that was like my 6th or 7th set. So I felt pretty good at 57 to be able to bench 195 pounds on the 6th or 7th set. I bet I could get up 215 if I was ready for it. Let's see. If I ever saw somebody that won the lottery, do I feel that way about both jobs? I still don't get it. I still don't get it. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, I didn't even talk about I don't have a routine. I mean, I do. I go, I bench, I curl. I do curls with dumbbells. I try and do pull-ups, which is funny. I mean, I fail, and I laugh. I think in most of my life, I would have been too embarrassed to try to do a pull-up and go, and then drop down. I think I would have thought I wasn't cool enough, but I almost think I'm cooler that I'm not afraid to try and fail something. And I don't know, I did 4 or 5 sets. If you could call them sets, going, and then I do some core work and some stretching, and pretty much call it a day. I don't have any great desire to be super in shape, but it feels good to work out, and it's a quick workout, and it's a nice walk, and I see some people, and I meet this guy Jason who watches my shows on my videos on Instagram, and wants to brainstorm career paths for me. Yeah. But anyway, let's have a little more coffee. That's nice. That's nice. We kind of had we have a quiet audience. You're just starting the P90X challenge. Pray for you. And I had to build something in my home because the gym isn't for me, but definitely outdoors, and love my home gym. But to be toned is what I want. Well, I'll tell you what, the P90X, I think kicks your ass. I don't doubt it. I think I was assistant track coach of my daughter's junior high track team like 4 years ago, I think. And the head coach, I don't think knew a heck of a lot about running, but he knew if you popped on one of those P90X videos, it'd get the kids in shape. And I was trying to do it with them, and I was encouraging them, come on, keep those knees up, or do whatever, I forget what exercise. I don't think they're for me. I don't doubt at all they can get you in great, great shape. Somebody wants to ask me a question. X, I mean, come on. Who are you? Why X are you asking these questions? It makes me wonder does YouTube put AI questioners out? Because I have somebody asking me, would I rather let 1 million Russians or 1 million Chinese into the USA? I don't know. I mean, do you possibly wake up wondering that? Do you possibly wake up wondering, would Ken rather let 1 million Russians or 1 million Chinese people into the country? I mean, I've never thought or considered that. I just don't understand how that could be a question you'd really have. All right, well, Andrea, you're a woman, I just realized. For me, I don't want to have my ass kicked in a workout too bad. Good morning, Tanya. I don't want to work out too hard. And I don't doubt the P90X is a hard workout. But I don't want to do something that I find unpleasant and I am dreading. Like you told me to pray for you as you go today to do it. I don't want to work out that hard. You're 45, you know, you're not training for a marathon most likely or trying to be Miss Olympia or anything like that. And I find if you work out a lot of people get very excited about joining a gym, hiring a trainer, going for an hour and a half, being so sore they can't get out of bed the next day, but then they quit in a week or 2 weeks or a month. And I'll tell you what, if you stop, okay, you definitely are dreading it. You just want to be in shape is all. Andre, I'd say you never do it again. You do you, so don't listen to me, but you're on my show. You are dreading doing the P90X today, and you just want to be in shape. I think you, like most people, are probably starting out way too intensely. I have no idea what your level of fitness is, if you're in good shape or you've let yourself go for a number of years. But I just think the P90X is intense, and unless you like intense, crazy workouts, I'll bet you most people don't continue it. You see a bunch of crazy fit people hopping around on TV. You don't know if they got in great shape doing P90X or if they've been working out all their life or they have great genes that allow them to do it. I would recommend, Andre, if you really want to get in good shape, start small. Again, I don't know your level of fitness. If you're super overweight, start with a walk. If you're in a little bit of shape, start with a yoga class. Again, I put 25-pound plates, that's 95 pounds on a bench press. For a man my size, that's not a lot of weight. And I think a lot of people would have been embarrassed to do it. They would have put the big plates on, which is 135 pounds. And I go, well, let's just start small. Let's see how this feels. And now when I go to the gym, I still start at that level because I don't dread it at all. I go, okay, well, this is a good place to start. And then you build up. And I think the same can be true for you. Start small. Gotta get a little more coffee. I feel pretty strong about that. And again, I'm not saying you wouldn't get in great shape doing the P90X or burn a ton of calories or whatever. I'm just saying I doubt many people do it for long. And the key to success at almost anything is consistency more so than intensity. And if you want to get better at something, you're not going to do it in a week or a month even. It's generally going to take a longer effort. Somebody loves the smell of coffee. Oh. Oh, been burning this candle a lot. It's running low. Don't you fret your pretty little heads. I have backups. When I first moved in, I got care packages from, not care, like, I'm gonna run out of candles. I'm gonna need you guys to send me more coffee and candle packages. Tanya, the flavor of the day is Rocketeer. It is a medium to dark roast with hints of cedar, chocolate chips, and baking spices in it. It's the, you gotta ground it. It's the whole bean coffee. I'm just kidding about that. I got plenty of candles and coffee, but I did have a lot of people send me candles and coffee. And one woman sent me a cool lighter. Do you want to see my cool lighter? It's this. It's super cool, actually. I don't know why I'm still using this flamethrower, but this one's really neat. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but to me, it reminds me of a lightsaber. It's electric, so I don't think there's any fluid in it. And you push up on this thing, and the lights go on, and these little diodes, or whatever they're called, pop out. You see them? And then you push on this button, and a little, like, lightsaber appears. I think that's cool as heck. I don't know what it's called, but again, I don't think there's any fluid, so I think you just got to charge it periodically. And it's called a Surprus with an R. S-U-P-R-U-S. Suppress. Again, you push that button and a little lightsaber appears. It's pretty cool. No, I'm not gonna touch it. Sky's getting lighter behind me. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty morning. I think it's gonna be maybe 80 degrees today. I'm ready for fall. Drove by a golf course the other day, just the hints of leaves were changing. And again, was talking to my buddy who's gonna be golfing in Chicago, which is, I don't know, 170 miles south of where I'm at today. And I think the leaves are changing a little slowly this year, for whatever reason. I mean, I know the reason. Must be a little warmer this year. Must be global warming. Climate change. Oh. We've had a quiet audience today. I wonder why that is. Yesterday we had about 1 million people hopping on trying to harass me, honestly. Got tiresome. We've had a glorious audience. We got a nice ratio of viewers to likes, to thumbs up. We got 44 people watching, we got 32 thumbs up, and I could not be more thankful for you 32 thumbs upper. And it's Tuesday morning. I think I'm gonna go to the gym this morning and get a really quick workout, even a quicker workout than I had yesterday. Just probably go and do some stretching, do some core workout, and trying some pull-ups again. But I don't need to bench or curl or really add anything else today. But gonna edit some videos. I'm gonna get to go to work later. Do I live in an office estate? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. An office estate. Is that another word for city? Maybe it is. Maybe that's what they say. Okay, your surroundings look like office buildings. Okay, well, it is another name for city. Well, I kind of live in a city. I got the library over there, a couple restaurants. I mean, if you really want to see. I mean, there's the back of the main drag through Appleton, Wisconsin. And there's no, I don't understand, there's no windows on that side. It's really kind of a cool building. I don't know if it's just used for like storage or what, but it is kind of an urban setting, which I was surprised at because it's I don't know, it's Wisconsin. I thought Wisconsin would be cabiny and on lakes and stuff like that. Well, this was a commercial building and it was converted to residential. No, it's not also an office building. It used to be a building. It's a super old building with high ceilings. It's really beautiful. And it's on the National Registry of Historic Places. Used to be they make newspapers and distribute the Post Gazette, I think is the local newspaper here. And it's really cool. It's really cool. They have a lot of unique, I think this is a fairly typical layout for a one bedroom, I guess. And the one next door is the same, but a lot of them in here are built into nooks and crannies in the building. And a few months ago, I was considering a 3-bedroom, I don't know why, not really considering it, but I kind of wanted to look. I was a realtor, I like looking at homes. And it was so weird, but it wasn't really functional at all. But again, it was just multi-levels and different little nooks and crannies. Some of the apartment doors are built into weird little areas, not even like halls, but you wouldn't expect. They look like closet doors, but they have apartments behind them. And some of them have doors to the outside, which would be kind of nice. In a perfect world, I could open the windows, but I can't. So, yeah. Again, it's Tuesday morning. We have a glorious audience today. We've talked for just over an hour. Got the fire cracking. Got some bananas that are kind of green on top of my fridge. Got some peaches that are chilling in the fridge. Oh, I'll be gobbling up some of them. I don't know how many I have. I think I might have only bought 4 and I ate 2 last night. I'm hooked on them. But I'm looking forward to my day. I'm looking forward to getting back to work, figuring out how I feel about the jobs I have, and putting one step forward. It felt a little scary for me not working the last few days. Again, so much of my time up here in Wisconsin was simple. It was hard and difficult and tiring, but it was simple. I knew I'd go into work every day, work all day, and come home and make some money. And to not have that the last few days kind of had me feeling out of sorts, especially at 2 new jobs. So we will see. I'll look forward to getting back to it. Oh. But anyway, again, it's Tuesday morning. I want to thank you so much for joining today. And hope you had a wonderful, wonderful night's sleep. And hope your week started off great yesterday. Hope you are enjoying your coffee, enjoying the sunrise. If the sun has risen where you're at, it's weird. And it's 6:40 already, and we still don't have a sunrise behind. The sun's still behind the buildings. But it's pretty. Oh, there, it's almost coming up. Almost coming up. Wonder if I'd have viewers if I just sat here and watched the sunrise, sipped some coffee, played with my candle, watched my fireplace crackle, took a few deep breaths, drank some water. Immersed myself in the moment that is the sun rising. See so many workers, like construction guys, parking their cars and walking somewhere to various office buildings that are under construction. Seems more so here than where I was used to, and I don't know why that would be. Maybe just the town's under a lot of construction, or they're doing roads or something. I see guys in bright green vests and orange vests heading off to work. Wonder if they're appreciating the sunrise. Are there walking trails there? When you're in the city, we call walking trails sidewalks, Lisa. There are some trails. I live by the Fox River, and it'd be a beautiful place to go for long walks, but when I'm here, I just kind of walk around town. But yeah, no, there's no like paths or anything. Unless you count sidewalks. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning. And again, I want to thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, a great start to your week yesterday. Hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.